Hey, hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Chris. I'm doing an extravaganza of vlogs where I vlog for 1,000 days. And today, guess what? We've made it to day 60. 60. Can you believe that? I'm delighted because that means every day for the last 2 months, I've been posting a video. And I always ask a question or talk about something different or uniquely different every single day. Not every video I do is even connected. Some are, but most of the time they're not. So in that endeavor, it keeps it fresh, it keeps it exciting. So the question I ask today is, are you living a life by design or through fear? So what do I mean by that? So if you're fearful of doing something because, well, maybe because of what people are thinking about you, is that right? I don't know. If you're living it by design, so you have this idea in your mind of how you want to live your life and what you want to do, is that something that that you're getting the benefit from and that you're seeing, and that your regard for the people and what they think about you is completely evaporated? It doesn't mean anything. So a lot of people, I think, are unintentional with their lives. They just go with the flow, they get what they get, they do what they do, they meet who they meet, and life just unfolds as every day passes. And that's not a bad thing, it really isn't. Sometimes knowing where you are, seeking that security, seeking that comfort, it can help you feel secure and safe and happy in the life that you want to have for yourself. But sometimes seeking that other thing can help you to achieve that, seeking that little bit of discomfort. But are you in fear of doing something because you are afraid of what that other something could impact on with other people? So for example, if you think that you're worthy of a better job, and you think other people probably don't think that you have the skills, capacity, whatever, in order to accelerate in that new field. Maybe you think maybe they're right, and you give in to their expectations, if you like, of what they think that you are. Now, it doesn't make the situation a bad situation, but to live in a place of fear, if you're fearful of doing something because what the perception is, I think you've got to give yourself the opportunity to say, actually, do you know what? I've done this and it's not made me happy. It's taken me down a road where I've not been happy to go down. And, I'm really thinking that my life should be in a better place. So in order to combat that fear, you've really got to go for it. You've got to say to yourself, no, I'm not going to give in to it. It's something that I feel strongly about, and you've got to get rid of that fear. And then I think you hit the design path. So the design path is, right, I'm not going to subscribe to the fear of not doing it. I'm going to pick up the design pathway and go for it. And what is the route that I'm going to take? And that route can manifest itself in different ways. But it takes that energy, that excitement inside you to really reach deep inside and go for it. And the people I think who are absolutely hands down successful are risk takers, people who are prepared to say to hell with it all. I'm going to go ahead and do it because that journey is going to give me the fruits of my labors. It's going to give me the very things that I want, and I'm going to succeed at it. And in succeeding at it, that will give you, life is an adventure, isn't it? And at the end of that could give you the pot of gold that you're after. Not always, but sometimes. And being able to say to yourself, yeah, you know what, I did this. Now, some people don't want to come along for the journey either. Some people aren't interested in helping you, or they're fearful, or they try and talk you out of it because that's them, And their mindset is, I can't risk it. I wouldn't risk it. Why are you risking it? And it doesn't make them bad people. It just means that they're not risk takers. They're not people who seek discomfort, who go towards the very thing that a lot of people will walk away from. I think when you know that, when you understand that, that's actually not a bad way of comprehending where you should go with that idea. So I'm sure for an awful lot of entrepreneurs, for a lot of people who have really got into, say, an awful lot of debt, really pushed themselves. You know, there have been times when they've had sleepless nights. They've got into positions where, you know, it's been so difficult, but suddenly, and out of the blue, it's all worked out. You know, that golden door is opened, the pathway to success and adventure and the treasures that follow have been apparent, and all that hard work is paid off. So, yeah. So is it a life of design or fear that you're living? I think probably a lot of people, if we're really honest, me included, we do live a life of fear, you know? We are afraid to step outside of our comfort zone and push ourselves to that place where we know we should go in order to have the most fulfilled life. And if you look at the most fulfilled people on the planet, the people who've had the most outrageously adventurous, successful lives, they've not stayed in their comfort zone. They've gone and walked outside of it. They've gone to places where most people don't want to go, because the adventure lies beyond that. And going beyond that, you know, they're outside of their comfort zone. They've overridden that fear. They've overridden it. And, you know, and by design, they have created for themselves the vision and the life they had sort of in their mindset, envisioned, if you like. So, yeah. So, is it a life of design, or is it a life of fear? So, you know, I'm very open about me and what my place in it is. You know, I'm not so boxed in that I wouldn't take a risk. I am a risk taker. I accept that. I accept that I'm somebody that's prepared to step outside the zone in order to accomplish something which I believe in, that I have a lot of principled, moral sort of view on, and I think the best way to go forward is to do that other thing. And, you know, you've got to talk yourself into the game. You can't talk yourself out of it, you know? And I think you can ask, you know, 100 people and you get 100 different answers. Is it better that I live a life of fear, or do I do that other thing where by design I get what I want? It's not always easy, is it? Life doesn't come with a rule book or a handbook. Life can be very difficult, like I always say, for a lot of people. But I hope that the next chapter of my life, in 2025 in particular, in the next month or so, by design I will live my life. By design, not by fear. So I hope and I wish that for you. I hope you live a life of design. I hope you have a pathway that you want to achieve, get something that you want to get out of next year, and really work towards it. Don't be afraid of it. Don't listen to anyone else, because your pathway of design will give you your success. Somebody could actually give you an idea for a pathway for design, but really it takes you actioning that, doing something about it. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate this. If you could subscribe, if you're not subscribed, I'd really appreciate that. And this is part of my daily vlog series. I'm back again tomorrow, and tomorrow will be day 61. Woohoo! I can't believe I've done it, you know? It's great. And yeah, 1,000 days, I'm absolutely committed to it. So fingers crossed. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.